Happy Tuesday. It's your boy Mark Evans, DM, coming to you live from Parkland, Florida. We're going to get kicked off here in a second, but as you guys are coming on, I just want to say again, thank you very much for all your amazing support with the new book out, Magician vs. Mule. We'll be doing a charity giveaway, as you know or may not know. 100% of the net proceeds goes to charity. The Caring House Project Foundation is one of them, and we have two other ones designated as well. But we're investing in a lot of amazing charities at this time and forever. All my books, for that matter, go to charity. What's up, Joe? Good morning, my man. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, John. Safe travels over there camping. Don't be getting eaten by a bear. Good morning, Dylan. But as I'm sitting here thinking about you guys, I want to again say thank you for going to Magician vs. Mule, getting your books. We got a lot of people buying in bulk, which is amazing, over on Amazon.com and sharing with their people that follow them, their mastermind clients, their students, their friends, people they care about. So I appreciate you guys doing that. Not only that, if the book has made an impact in your life in any way, shape, or form, you know, if you tag me when you share it, let me know. Well, if you tag me, I'll know. As well as make sure to check out and hit me up on the review on Amazon. I'd much appreciate it. It gets it pushed up over there. Anyways, I'm thinking about you guys. Today is something about scaling I wanted to share with you. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Randall. Good morning, Paul. We'll start here in a second. Today's one of those days, guys. As I'm sitting here walking, it just come to me like, you know, something I see so many people struggling with. And I want to ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you're stuck or behind the eight ball? I'm looking at my notes, by the way. I took when I'm walking. Like I'm in a dead walk, hard walk. I had to stop and take notes because the subject is so important. But let me ask that question again. Do you feel stuck or like you're behind the eight ball? Are you trying to figure out how to multiply your life, your business to the next level? Well, you know the reason I see from outside looking in with zero attachment, including my own businesses, the biggest reason I see people stuck trying to multiply their business is a simple formula. And what that formula is that you're sitting at home or in your office or when you're by yourself, wherever that is, and you're trying to go down a multiplier with an addition equation. You're trying to multiply with addition. And the problem with that, that's going to wear you out, it's hurting you, and you can't think bigger than where you're at. The only way to multiply to the next level is by simply understanding that you're in a multiplier environment. You have to learn multiplication, not addition. Addition is elementary. Multiplication is the next level if you're trying to get to the next level. So for example, picture you sitting there. Let's talk about real estate because we do a lot of real estate guys here. But picture you sitting there trying to figure out how to go from 5 deals a month to 8 deals a month. Think about this. How do you go from 5 to 8? That's addition, by the way. 5 to 8. Your brain starts thinking, I could make more calls. I could send more marketing. I could hire one more person maybe. I could do more work. You're saying, I can do. Well, you're already doing it. My question is, if you can do 8 and you're at 5, why the hell are you only doing 5? Well, maybe there's a disconnect in the multiplier. And it is. You're trying to create addition. See, when you think multiplying efforts, you start thinking next level. You can't come up with the answers. This is your problem. You're trying to have the answers to everything. We've all heard it. Be the dumbest guy in the room. Don't have all the answers. Well, why when we're by ourselves do we have to have the answers to get to the next level? You don't. You just need to learn how to ask better questions, step outside of the picture frame, if you will, look through it and say, how do I go from 5 deals a month to 50 deals a month? See, when you ask a different question that has a multiplier effect, you're going to have to find different solutions. See, the issue is my biggest fear in life is waking up. I'll be 42 June 19th. Shit, I don't even know what day that is. Friday. I'll be 42. And my biggest fear is turning 50 and be doing the same shit I'm doing today. My biggest fear turning 42 and a half is doing the same shit today. The truth is, Most people are just trying to add when I'm sitting here multiplying. And I'll talk about this on many levels at many different channels. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Steve. What's up, my man? What's up, Mike? So as I'm sitting here multiplying my businesses, multiplying, more importantly, my money, that's what you want to do. You want to ultimately, the only reason you're trying to multiply your business is to multiply your voice, to multiply your revenue, i.e. multiply your net revenue, I should say. So what do? Go from 5 to 8. It looks way different going from 5 to 50. So like, think about this. And when I go to restaurants, for example, what's up, Matt? When I go to restaurants, or like say Nancy's Burger Joint, I sit there and I think, dude, they work really hard. They're busting their tail. And then they've been there for 5 years. And every time I talk to them, they're like, we're going to open up a new location. And I think, but what does that do? I see so many people scaling unhappiness, chaos, and just massive, massive issues. There's very little scalability, 1 + 1. There's none, actually. The only thing, if the truth is, if I was opening up a burger joint, which heavens forbid I'll never do because I hate the restaurant industry, I love going to them, I don't want to be an owner of them, is I'd be thinking, how do I take one model? My only agenda would be hire the best people to make the best procedures, the best processes, everything the best, and then go out and figure out how to either license or franchise that business. And I'm talking like, how do we do a 2-year condensed version, go from one location, we have it all dialed in, go to 20 locations, dial that in, go to 40 locations, dial that in, 100 locations, dial that in, etc. See, I'm not just talking this shit, I actually do it. I have something in the industry, in the real estate side, that we have a thing called the DM Alliance. We started off with a handful of people, 10 people. We show them how to scale. We got that down. We figured out the kinks, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. More importantly, we figured out who our avatar is at the highest level. And then we figured out the good ones to stick with and bad ones to roll out. You cut, you clean up, you reorganize, and then you go big. And then it's another wave. And then another wave. We went within 12 months, we've done a lot of people in there with many more in the making, but we don't abandon the people that's already in the group. We're actually, the bigger we get, the stronger the group gets. The core gets tighter. The systems and procedures and processes get bigger. There's more revenue where we can hire more people to help make it even better, not just for us, but for the people in the system. You see, we're talking from anywhere from the accounting and bookkeeping to the marketing, to the cold calling, to the callers, to the sales side, to the business operations side, growth side, etc. We're looking at how to multiply individual people, to multiply them, to multiply our efforts, and then create that big, massive, massive residual effect. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning, Steve. What's up? Good morning, Paul, as well. Good morning, Jeremy. A bunch of Jeremys and Pauls here today. What's up, guys? And Mikes and Matts and everyone else. Anyway, so multiplying your efforts. So the problem is I see so many of you, what's up, Rots? I see so many of you tinkering around with your marketing. I see so many of you tinkering around with your website page. I see so many of you tinkering around with your call scripts. This is something that I learned, I wish I learned a long time ago. I learned this like 15 years in the game. If you're tinkering and it cannot improve your growth by 50% or more, I'm not doing it. It's not that important. You're not going to get the multiplier effect. So let me explain. In marketing, if I can sit there and I can do, so if I spend the same $5,000 and on that $5,000, I get 100 leads. My cost basis is $50 a lead. If I can tinker with my marketing channel and get the same $5,000 to get 200 leads or 150 leads, I've increased my tinkering multiplier effect by 50 to 100% minimum. If I have more leads coming in the front door and they're just as base quality, we're keeping the quality the same. If I have the same quality, but quantities 50 to 100% increased, That's a good multiplier. That's something I'm going to invest time in. If I see people out there like, dude, I get free leads. That's not a multiplier. That's an addition piece. That's just icing on the cake, if you will. As I'm sitting here, so I'm thinking, I see that. Okay, now I've done that piece. It's going to be way difficult to get a high quality lead for less than 25 bucks a lead. I don't know how to do it actually in the real estate space. So stop tinkering with shit that's not going to give you a 50 to 100% increase. So once I've got that dialed in, I don't take my focus off of that. I take my focus off of growing it, but my attention still remains intact to make sure the numbers stay intact. So my KPIs are going to develop and adjust accordingly. And then move over to the other side. And now I'm going to start asking, okay, we have 50 to 100% more leads, but we're still doing the same amount of deals. Now I'm going to ask myself, why? Well, it's a script issue, it's a lead issue, it's a people's issue, and or a product issue. Maybe it is a product issue. Right now, you could actually spend less because most people are scared spending money on marketing. You could spend less and do more. I met a guy a couple days ago, he's spending 25 grand a month and he's doing double the amount of deals as opposed when he's spending 50 grand a month in marketing. Why? Simple, because people are scared. So marketing costs are down, like marketing lead gen is down. And that's good for marketers if you're in the real business. I can multiply my money. I like it, brats. Don't manage your time, leverage it. Follow-up issue. Michael, there's two types of people in business. There's people that follow up and get a hard-on for closing a deal. That's not going to multiply your business. And or, for me, the type of business I'm in, I fucking close you now or I move on. That's it. That's the truth, dude. Anybody else that tells you anything else, they're selling you up a follow-up system. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have auto series in place and all that and have some basic follow-up. But I'm not getting a hard-on calling someone 72 times over the last 3.5 years to get a deal. That's not the way I roll. I'm more like I'm going to share my message and you're going to come back in my funnel eventually and I'm going to one-close sell your ass. That's it. And when I say sell, let me be very clear. Selling to me is serving. If I can't serve you, I don't want you as a client anyways. I don't want your money because I can't help you. It's not about money to me. It's about helping you accomplish your goals and agenda inside of our environment. So if it's trying to sell us a house and I can't help you and I'm trying to beat you down, but damn it, I'm going to follow up with this guy for 3.5 years. That doesn't multiply your business. That multiplies your headaches. Do you understand how very deep you could go into an autoresponder series from emailing, texting, calling, and all that? You don't have a follow-up problem. You have a people problem. You have to teach your people how to convert the calls quicker. See, I see so many people that are so weak on the phone because they haven't invested time to learn how to talk to people and how to, more importantly, listen to people. When you listen to people, you close them. Who the fuck wants 20 people walking through their house on a deal anyways? Seriously. Who wants that? No one. I don't. Do you? So your job as a good listener, a good closer, a good converter is to convert the person on the phone at that point. You can do it. I know because I've done it and many of my people have done it. You just have to learn how to do it. You could multiply your business drastically. More importantly, you could take away the drag. Meaning, if I spend $5,000 this month and it takes me 90 days or 120 days or 3.5 years to convert that person, I'm not tracking that KPI to see what that real lead cost value is. And more importantly, if you spent $5,000 and you close 3 years later, you cut off that channel because you think it didn't work, but you just made 50 grand. So it worked, you just weren't tracking it long enough. Why do that to yourself? What's up, Dal? What's up, Mike? What's up, Michael? So it's all big picture stuff, massive. There's no way you're going from 5 deals to 50 deals with follow-up. That's not going to work, my man. You guys have to get serious with yourself. You have to stop knowing the answer. Your problem is you're too fucking smart, straight up. You know it all. I know it. Lots of know-it-alls have very little in their bank account, if any. And I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm saying it to bring reality to this market because you guys got to step it up. Now is the time to really enjoy the ride to the next level. And I've been telling people, back in the heyday, pre-corona, if you couldn't do deals, you're not cut out for this game. Period. It's never been easier. Money's everywhere. Opportunities are hot. You could literally throw a dart at a board and buy the house and make money. Now, you kind of got to get a little tighter, a little smarter, a little bit more professional. But the problem is, most of you are still playing business, still trying to do more deals. But I'm going to go from 5 to 6 this month. Why? 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 The only thing you're going to do is, I just got to do more work. That will work up to a point. And I'm not saying not to work. What's up, Domenico? What's up, my man? What's up, Jamel? What's up, Ben? So what are you doing to multiply? So back to the burger joint. When I'm seeing that, Nancy's Burgers, I'm not looking at it as a place to make revenue today. I'm looking at it as a hybrid to go and grow, build SOPs, build the team, how to market, how to get people in there. What's my cost per lead? What's my cost per basis? How much are we netting per day? What's our overhead look like? What's the gross speed? Like, I'm doing all that with the intentional mind of go from 1 to 20, not 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's like death by 1,000 cuts. I've never met anybody in business that goes 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s. It's always 1, 2, 10, 20, 80, 100. That's how it grows. You can't multiply with addition in your brain. Your problem is you're trying to add. Stop adding. If it can't at least produce 50% or more, a greater impact, a greater result, 50% or more, stop adjusting your fucking logo. No one cares about it. It's not changing the game at all. Stop getting a new LLC. No one cares. Stop going to Vistaprint and acting like you're in business. The only business you're doing is allowing Vistaprint to stay in business. That's it. You have to realize these are not multipliers. These are just actions inside of the system. No more, no less. Who does it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's you doing it or a VA or an assistant or whoever. It doesn't matter. It's got to get done, some of it. But where I see most of you guys getting like frustrated, and I'm not frustrated, I'm excited if you can't tell, is I'm frustrated and excited for you because I see you beating your head against the wall. I can't get there, Mark. I can't get there. Fuck, dude, it's been 3 years. Why can't you get there? The answer's simple. They're sitting there with their pen and paper. Well, 1 + 1 = 2. But I want it to equal 20. It will never work. It can't. Your brain is too tight. You're too smart. You're playing to win every single piece. You're tinkering. You're staying so busy. You're so overwhelmed. You're so frustrated. But yet the results aren't showing up. Why? Why? Dude, you could only go to the gym for a year before you, picture if you went to the gym for 5 years and you had the same results. The same results for 5 years. You're working every day. You're doing the gym thing. You're doing all. You'd stop eventually. That's my fear, is that you're onto something and you stop. And you're right there at the next level. And it's not that you can't go there, just you got to kick up your intensity. You got to hire the trainer. You got to get the multiplier in your life. You got to get the multiplier effect in your corner. Because if not, you're going to quit. You're going to peter out. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get overwhelmed. You're just going to tap out. I've seen it happen with a lot of great people. It's interesting to me when I go to events, and I haven't been to these types of events forever, but an event where it's just like a big circle jerk, like a RIA club or kind of any industry-specific events, everyone's talking about the same shit. Everyone's talking about the same problem. Have you ever thought that could be you 20 years from now? Because I've been at the event where the guy's 20 years ahead in the game of me, and he has the same problem I had 2 years in the game. Why? How is that? And now they're out of the game, and I'm light years ahead of them, and I'm just getting started. It's because I've taken a different approach. I've went multiplying effect. I multiply my marketing. I multiply my voice, video, podcast shows, books, webinars. I'm multiplying all the time. Every piece multiplies. We're only talking about one piece of the business, marketing. If that multiplies by 50%, if my calls get better and we convert at a higher rate at a 50% or more basis, there's a compound effect on each one of these multipliers. And then I get better and tighter at my money management flow. Then I get better hiring, processing, and managing people. Before you know it, you're doing 5 deals to 50 deals. Truth is, you actually might get out of the business. That's what my boy Bratz did. He got out of the single family business and said, I can only multiply this to so much, and then where do I go from here? And then you go to the next level and go bigger. There's no right or wrong to necessarily what marketplace you're in and what you're trying to accomplish, but you need to ask better questions. More importantly, when you're hitting your head against the wall, you're trying to figure out the answer of, why do I keep hitting my head against the wall? Have you ever stepped back and said, maybe I'm looking at the problem, the math equation, a little wrong? That's why masterminds, that's why great mentors can help you. That's why shows like this, Real Talk, is what you need. It's not what you want, it's what you need. A true mentor, a true mastermind, a true group, a true leader that wants to help you isn't your best friend. They're your mentor. They want to help you. Everyone's like, Mark, if making money's so easy, by the way it is, if it's so easy, why isn't everyone doing it? Because it does take work. It does take dedication. And I would ask you a different question. If having relationships so easy, why doesn't everyone get married, stay married? Because it takes work. It takes communication. It takes, take and give. Well, Mark, I would ask another question. If being skinny was so easy and being healthy was so easy, why isn't everyone healthy? Because it takes dedication. It takes work. So don't get me twisted when I say that it's easy to make money. It is, if you have the dedication, if you have the pieces and you're focusing on the right things. I see so many of you working on the wrong things. It's actually comical in a sad way. You're working on a lot of little things that will never amount to much. So you're trying to grow a big business with a small mindset. You think you're saving money by not being in a mastermind or a mentorship program because you're smarter than that. You know everyone around you is telling you it's a scam. There's no way they're making money. Dude, if they're making money, why would they share it with you? Well, hey, listen here. There's so much money out there, I can't even scratch the surface on it. Dude, Bezos is going to be the first trillionaire, and he's not taking a dent out of the universe. You understand that, right? You're not that big. Your stinking thinking is what's caused you these problems you're in. Your stinking thinking is what's got you to where you're at. Is it where you want to be at? If you like to continue to grind and hustle and not get results, keep doing it. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. It's clearly working. Clearly. And until then, nothing's going to change. Why should it? See, a lot of people want six-pack abs. Very few are willing to do the work. A lot of people want to make a lot of money. Very few people are willing to do the right work. What work are you doing? What results are you gaining? Where are you focusing your energies and efforts on? Dude, you're out there shaking hands of sellers and buyers. I'm not saying stop doing that if you're a real estate person. I'm just saying, is that the best use of your time? Maybe today it is, but maybe tomorrow it's not. What we need and what we want are two different things. So many people want the easy button, and it shows. The true easy takes working on the right things. Broad says fire. Guys, we have to step it up. It's now or never. I've never met one person that says, Mark, I wish I waited longer to learn this. I've never met one person that said, Mark, I wish I would have never invested in a mastermind in my life. I've never met one. And I know thousands of people that's invested in masterminds. Not one. Success leaves clues. I've never met one person that says, Mark, I wish I would have never bought my first house. Mark, I wish I would have never bought my first stock. It all starts with one. But where you're going today, if you start with one, that's awesome. But when you want to grow and expand, you got to start changing your thinking. Because what got you to where you're at isn't going to get you to where you want to go. That's what's creating that frustration. That's what's creating that friction. That's what's creating, like you guys have partnerships and they're fucking collapsing by the wayside. Why? It's because, dude, you're leaving. Someone's jumping ship. Someone's trying to grow and someone's pulling them back. That's why. Dedication is the perfect word. It's all work we do privately that someday we'll show publicly. Absolutely. Working out and found this. Love it. Let's go. Making my new reality, putting in more work than ever. Awesome, Johnny. What's up, Andrew? So, guys, we have to realize we're in control of this. It's all between our ears. I'm not saying it's not going to be scary. I just think you have to start, you have to start working on different things. Most of you are multiplying your chaos. Most of you are multiplying your no money. Who are you spending time with? Absolutely, Kyle. What's up, my man? So you have to start thinking abundant. You really do. You know, it's like one breath you say, hey, I'm going to be big. And the next breath, you're like, oh, shit, I can't do that. If you truly believe in abundance, if you truly believe that you're worth more than where you're at today, it's not that it doesn't exist. Right now, it's in your brain, it's theory. But wherever you're at, someone's in a worse spot and someone's in a better spot. It is what it is. But where you're going next is up to you. Your past does not necessarily dictate your future. You have to make different decisions if you want different results. It's not hard to see this from outside in. I know when you're in it, it's easier said than done. But if you truly want something different, we have to start thinking differently. We have to start talking about different things. You're going to lose some friends because they're going to push you. Dude, I have a buddy that makes millions of dollars a year, and he got a text a couple days ago from his cousin. It's like, yo, man, you're Mr. Big Pants over there, dude. You got to calm down. You know, a lot of family members are talking about you and saying you really changed a lot. Yeah, he has changed a lot because he isn't still the fucking hillbilly that he was. He has new friends. He has a bigger life purpose than maybe you do. He wants to help more people. He wants to do more things, and he's on a mission to do that, and he's doing the work. So again, when you get these texts, which you will get, when you get these calls or when people look at you weird, know that they're not mad at you. They're mad at themselves. They're just using you as the person to pick on. Everyone talks about bullying and all this shit, but the truth is, they're the real bully. What are they mad at you about? You didn't do anything to them. You're just growing. You're expanding. You're connecting. You're doing what you set out to do. You do change. You know, every day you're changing. You're either getting better or worse. But the problem is I'll be 42. If I kept doing the same shit I was doing when I was 18, I wouldn't be here, not even remotely close to be here. This is a true story. When I was laying in my bed at 17 years old and I wanted to make $100,000 a year, 100 grand a year, that was my dream. That was my goal. That's the biggest I could think about because that's all. I never even knew anybody that made 100 grand a year. But when I was laying in bed, I didn't think about how to build a business to make $100,000 a year without me working, which, by the way, you could easily do. I was more thinking about how many hours can I work a day and how much do I need to make an hour. I can work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. I have to make $25 an hour over 16 hours. I can make this and boom, 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 boom. That's what my mind went to. Addition. That's how I was trained. That's how you were trained. We talk about that in Magician versus Mule. We're all trained that way as a mule. Factory workers aren't meant, you guys aren't saying the system was designed for factory workers. You're over here doing lights. You're over here doing tires. You're over here doing frames. You're over here doing the leather. You're over here doing the windshield. Like the whole Henry Ford model. Production line. That's how it was designed. That's why it was designed. Until you start thinking multiply your efforts, multiply your time. How do I multiply my time? I told you already. I'll tell you again. Books, podcast shows, videos like this, YouTube. You guys understand how easy it is to get your voice out today? I'm on social media right now. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm on YouTube Live. You could be on Instagram. You could be on Twitter. You could be on LinkedIn. You could be on TikTok. Shit, it's endless. You have all these great opportunities, and yet you just keep doing the same shit, expecting different results. When does it change? I know you just think this is a phone, right? This is just a good old phone. No big deal. It's a phone. This is your computer. This is your multiplier. I could shoot live videos. I could shoot webinars. I could send an email to 1,000 people, 100 people, 10 million people, 100 million people with this fucking phone, i.e. computer. It's in your hands right now. But yet, you sit there and you're thinking, I'm going to learn how to do another deal. I want to get leads for free. I want to learn how to do everything myself and not automate anything. It doesn't stop. What's up, Chris? You're so much better than that. For the people putting in the work, there is a better way. You deserve more if you do the work. It's not hard. It's just different. You understand that, right? I've been training and brainwashing my kids and my wife and myself for years. Making money is easy. Multiplying efforts is easy. You ask my son if making money is easy or hard. So easy, Dad. Mark, how much money are you going to have when you get older? $300 million trillion, Dad. Do you understand when he turns 20, $1 trillion might not be a big deal? Just like when I was a kid, $1 million was a big deal. Now it's like, if you don't have $1 million, just sitting in an account hanging out, you're broke. There's so much money, so much opportunity. There's billions and billions of dollars being transferred as we speak right now in the stock markets across the world. See, that's another thing too. Through my travels over the last, when my wife and I traveled the world for 7 years, something I realize is that Americans think everything's about America. You understand there's a whole lot more countries than just America, right? I know it's crazy. I come from small town Ohio. I didn't know that. When I'm saying hang out in Spain or Paris or Barcelona or Santorini or wherever, or India, or like, you understand how many people are out there. You're trying to figure out how to do a deal. You're trying to figure out how to do 50 deals a month, whatever the number is. You're trying to figure out how to make $1 million a month. Like, why can't you? If you knew how, you'd already be doing it. You got to ask for help. You got to know you don't know all the answers. You got to stop looking at the equation wrong. The formula is wrong. You're trying to add with multiply. You're looking for multiplying effects by addition. It doesn't work. It can't work. How can it work? You have to multiply your business. You have to multiply your marketing. You have to multiply your people. You have to multiply your efforts. You have to multiply. And until you do that, nothing changes. This is why the MLM world works. You understand that, right? They're constantly multiplying through addition. Yeah. What that whole motto, as you guys know, is bring on 100 people. They bring on one person. They bring on one person. They're doing 1 + 1 while the company's looking at it as a multiplier effect. You're just straight addition effect. And very few people actually excel, not because they can't, it's because they're doing the wrong equation in the environment. They're not learning about how to invest in leads. Yes, invest in leads is an investment if you know what you're doing. How to invest in people. Dude, investing in people is probably one of the biggest and best investments that you could make as a company. You know, you might only be one hire away from double, triple, quadruple your business. One hire, not 100, one. You understand your business might be double or triple or quadruple or 10 times if you had a better marketing front end channel. It's not a better website. You guys understand, I don't have websites to run my companies. You know, I never needed it in real estate. Do you understand how many people made money before websites ever existed? Do you understand how many people generated wealth, massive amounts of wealth, before massive technology existed? You're just playing business. You're not doing business. You're spending 18 hours a day in your CRM tinkering around. Oh, if this does this, this would be amazing. Well, fuck, no one's in the system. What's it matter what it does? You're too busy in the system. Get on it, not in it. And until you change that, nothing else changes. You're going to be frustrated, pissed off. You're going to watch guys like me, my boy Tim, my boy Joe, guys here that are doing things in real business. You're going to watch us from afar and just say, man, I wish I could do that. You can't. We tell you how to do it. We show you how to do it. We're talking about it now. But again, what's going to happen? You're going to shut this video off. You're going to go talk to your friends. Dude, fuck that guy. If he could do it, why is he teaching people? Why isn't he out doing it? I'm doing it right now. Genius, I'm doing it right now. One to many. This will be seen thousands, tens of thousands of times over the course. I'll only do it once. It will be seen thousands of hours. I write a book once. It will be read tens of thousands of times. Do you understand? I'm doing exactly what I'm telling you to do. I didn't start doing this until 2006. That's when I wrote my first book. Took me 10 years to do my first one-to-many. Actually, that's kind of a lie. March of 05, I sent an email to 1,200 people, and I had 250 show up on a call. And then I sold a deal. So that was one-to-many. I didn't even know it was a thing. But I can tell you what, I was like, aha. I can send an email out. I can tell them to be on a call at this time. I show up on the call, and there's over 200 people on the call waiting for me. Do you think it's hard to sell one deal with 200 people listening to you? The truth is, I was wasted. I was so scared. Technology's different now. Things were breaking. I had 14 calls. This is landline days, guys. Teleseminar. There was no visual representation. And I sold a property, made like $3 to $5 grand on it virtually. The buyer was in California. The deal was all the way 3 or 4 hours in Ohio somewhere. I don't even remember where. Put the deal together, made $3 to $5 grand, and literally one-to-many effect. I said, if I can do it once, why can't I do it a million times? And you start asking different questions. So you understand where you're at today is because of the questions you asked yesterday. That's it. Questions you ask, give you an answer, you take action on that answer, and you get the result that you seek. That's it. If it's not the answer you want to see, what questions could you ask? Have you ever, so I think I was sharing this. I have a buddy that's a trader and he's having a tough time right now. He said, dude, I keep losing. And I was like, well, this is a simple fix. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, take the opposite trade of what your brain tells you. Take the opposite trade. Because it keeps going the opposite on him for the last 2 or 3 weeks. And until you do that, nothing changes. What's the worst that can happen? You lose again, but now you're back on track because your trade that you wanted to trade is a winner. Now you're back in the, now you can get momentum there. So what are you thinking about? What questions are you asking? What efforts where are you putting your efforts at? Jay says leverage is the key to everything. Thanks for your time, brother. Thank you, buddy. What's up, Gary? So we have to ask leverage. Where's the leverage? Where? In your business. What levers? Your job as the leader in your companies is to pull the levers and push the levers. Until you get to that point, you're not in a business. You have a high-paying job working for a psycho, i.e. you. I'm pulling levers. I'm not doing the work. I don't do the work. I'm doing different type of work. Today I'll be hanging up this call, this video, and I'll be done, and I'll be on the phone at 9:30 with my fiduciary about something big I'm working on. I'm doing work in the future, but I got to do the work today. If I want the results 20 years from now, I got to put the work in today. See, most of you are out celebrating. When you get a big check today, you're celebrating. It's not celebrating. That's efforts that were done prior. You should be getting excited and using that as momentum to figure out how to do it every day. If you can make 20 grand in a day, why can't you make 20 grand every day? Well, a lot of people make more than 20 grand a day. I assure you that. Why not you? Why not you? What are they doing different? What are they reading? What are they thinking about? Who are they rolling with? What pieces are they implementing? What pieces are they not implementing? See, I see a lot of you implementing so many wrong things, investing your time on so many wrong things. Do you really think changing your CRM 17 times is the fucking problem? No, it's you. It's not the system. It's the you. It's the you and the system. There's always a common denominator. This guy texted me today. He's like, yo, man, I got drama going on. And I'm like, dude, your middle name is drama. Stop the drama, get the results. It's real simple. This guy's had drama for 2.5 years. I've talked to him. Enough of the fucking drama. You ever notice that some people just are always full of drama or always have drama around them? There's no drama over here. We're just too busy executing, getting results. It's kind of a choice. I'm not saying there's not issues, but there's not drama. What do you really want? This is how I've scaled multiple businesses to massive levels, and I'm telling you, I'm a peon in business. I'm scaling to so many, like there's so many more levels on levels. What's stopping you from multiplying your business? The answer's simple. If you want to get down to the core answer, it's you. And until you change you in here, which that's why you're here, you're working on that, nothing else is going to change. It can't. It really can't. I know this mind stuff seems a little hokey dokey, whatever. But I'm telling you, mindset is what it's about. It's really questions, asking questions. Why do you think, like I talk about thought auditing, why do you think you can't get to where you're at? Ask the opposite question. I want to get to 10 deals a month. Why am I not at 10 deals a month? Well, I need more marketing. I need more people. I need more. Do you? Got to get out of your own way, right, Brandon? What's up, my man? Mike Jensen, 20,000 monthly coming into the house. Awesome, man. It's a start. It's only a zero. How do you add a zero? What do you want? What do you want life to look like? What's your thinking to grow? Are you the Nancy Burger joint trying to figure out how to scrape out a couple dollars every day? And listen, don't get me wrong. Some people love that. That's okay. But they're not on this call trying to figure out how to expand. They're just trying to figure out how to keep it simple and enjoy life. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But what drives me crazy is when I see people and they're shaking hands with the restaurant people. That's cool. That's a cool feeling. But I'm not there for fucking feelings. I'm there for revenue and profits. You shaking their hand does not necessarily mean you make more money. Because you can have your staff do that. You could hire a manager to do that while you're out building another location, while you're talking with franchisees and franchisors, becoming this new person, developing a new system, a new operations, and new procedures. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you probably should do it at a certain point. I get it. They come to see me. Do you want me to tell you a little secret? You're really not that important. I promise you. You're going to die. They're still going to show up to Nancy's Burgers and have a burger if it's that good. You're not that important. I promise you. Actually, they might come more because they want to support your family. You're really not that important. I don't truly care if anybody knows who I am. I prefer no one know who I am. I just want the money. The only person I care about knows who I am besides my family is the bank to make sure money's coming in. This is just the nature of the beast, though. One to many. Jamie, what's up, buddy? All of us have this opportunity. All of us. It's never been easier. The power is in your hand. Literally in your hand. Videos, audios, books, sending massive emails, webinars, podcast shows. It's endless. One to many. Multiply where you can multiply growth. Stop multiplying chaos. Stop multiplying problems. What's up, Dusty? Nice seeing you, man. Thank you for the cigar, buddy. We have to elevate. We have to do it now. I sit back and I watch so many great people struggling for no reason. They have it. It's just they have to make a couple shifts. Just a couple shifts. They're so close to another world they don't even know it exists. Making money is easy. Building your business is easy. The problem is you've attached so much emotional baggage with money and growth, thinking it has to be hard, has to be complicated, has to be scary. What if it wasn't any of that? What if it wasn't any of that? Eliminate all unnecessary distractions, Dylan says. Absolutely. Johnny, best time to be alive is now. Absolutely. It really is. I just hope that you guys take this information, more importantly. Take it. I'm sharing with you. I'll share with anything with you guys. I want you to grow. I want you to be successful. You understand successful people want to see you successful. Because you're successful wouldn't mean that I can't be successful. It's kind of like love. Just because I love my wife doesn't mean you can't love your wife. Just because I love my children doesn't mean you can't love your children more. I can outlove you. Like, that's a game. It doesn't even make sense. Success is abundant. It's everywhere. Because your success number might be way different than my success number. Success might look so different to you depending where you're at in your life. If you're 20 years old, success might be at $2 million a year. I'm 42, it might be $20 million a year. There's no right or wrong, it's just different. But it's success. Multiply the right pieces. If it does not help you by 50% or more, cut it. Focus on what increases massive multipliers. You can multiply. If you're in the real estate side and you're getting leads, what's up, Steve? I love the energy. You're killing it, DM. Thank you, my man. Johnny, I can't wait to have you on my speedboat. Awesome. I'm excited for that. So I'm not sure where the speedboat is at, but I'm telling you guys, we have it now. It's now. I want us all to be successful. I want us all to be laughing about this moment, saying, man, what was I thinking? I worked way too hard. Guys, I'm not saying all of us here work hard. That's not our problem. If you're not getting the results, it's not because you're not working hard. It's just you're working hard on the wrong things. But until you stop working hard on the wrong things, the right things won't start showing up. But once they do, latch hold of them, let the momentum pull you forward and push it forward. And at the end of the day, the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. I remember when 100K was all the money in the world, then 500, then a million, etc. Absolutely. Now it's 5 year, 100 a week, 100%. Oh, you can't wait to have a speedboat. Awesome. Awesome. Get a speedboat, man. I don't know what a speedboat does about money, but if it drives you, go get it. See, the thing is, so many people are so busy trying to figure out how to get things before they do things. And I like that. I know some people don't like it. But like when I remember as a kid having that Ferrari on the wall or the Rolls Royce for me, I'm getting that car. Come hell or high water, I'm getting that car. It drove me to get out of my comfort zone. It drove me to get out of my fears. It drove me to get massively actionable. It forced me to go invest in myself because I want results. I don't want to talk about it. I want to get it. I don't want to be a spectator. I want to be a participator. And I hope you do too. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Make sure to check me out on the podcast show at The Making of a DM. We got a lot of cool stuff over there, 20 plus shows and more coming. Make sure to get it, The Magician vs. Mule book. If you want more of this information, it's free over here every day. Coffees and cigars, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you have an amazing day. Make sure to check me out as well on Instagram at Mark Evans DM. Thank you, Mike, as well. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you. Peace.